We all know the story: a cruel pharaoh, thousands of slaves, and a mountain of stone built with suffering. This image is powerful, but it's almost certainly a myth. The real story is far more interesting, a story of human cooperation and ingenuity. The idea of slaves building the pyramids came from ancient Greek historians like Herodotus, who visited Egypt long after the pyramids were built. He wrote down legends, not eyewitness accounts. For centuries his version became the accepted truth. But when archaeologists dug at Giza, they found no evidence of a massive enslaved population, no mass graves of people worked to death. Instead, they uncovered the remains of a planned city. They found bakeries, evidence of a well-fed, organized workforce. The stones and bones told a different story, a national project, a source of pride. The pyramids weren't just monuments to a king's power, they were monuments to what people can achieve together. A society that could organize, feed, and care for thousands. A testament to a shared belief and a common goal. The real story is not about the power of one man to command, it's about the power of many to build, create, and reach for eternity. This changes everything. We must look at the pyramids with new eyes. They are not just symbols of oppression, but of unity. They represent a society's ability to organize and care for its people. The pyramids are a testament to a shared vision. This story is more inspiring than any tale of whips and chains. It's a story set in stone, by the hands of a nation. The Great Pyramid is massive, truly beyond comprehension. Built for Pharaoh Khufu around 2560 BC, it contains about 2.3 million stone blocks. Each block weighs as much as 2 cars, some granite blocks weigh up to 80 tons. These stones were lifted hundreds of feet into the air, not just stacked. For 20 years, workers placed a block every 5 minutes, day and night. The base covers 13 acres, 10 football fields. If you used all its stone, you could build a wall around most of the Earth. For nearly 4 millennia, it was the tallest structure on Earth. The scale is overwhelming, but so is the organization behind it. Stone was quarried, transported, shaped, and lifted with precision. Thousands did the physical work, but thousands more supported them. Cooks, doctors, toolmakers, scribes. It was like running a small country, all focused on one goal. Standing beside it, you feel small, but also inspired. The pyramid represents 20 years of relentless effort. It's a monument to human persistence and unity. When united by a powerful idea, we can achieve the impossible. The Great Pyramid is not just a pile of rocks, it's a monument to a shared dream. It shows what's possible when people work together. We can move mountains, or build them. That's the true scale of the pyramids. Who built the pyramids? Not slaves, but citizens. Archaeologists uncovered a city for the workers, organized with streets, houses, and workshops. There were dormitories for rotating crews and homes for skilled craftsmen and their families. The evidence is in their bones. Hard labor, but also good nutrition. These workers ate well, bread, fish, and meat because their work mattered. They received medical care. Broken bones were set, injuries treated. This is not how you treat disposable slaves, but valued citizens. Most workers were likely farmers building during the Nile's flood season when fields were underwater. It was national service, a way to contribute to the kingdom and the gods. They were paid in food, clothing, and shelter. Organized into teams with names like the Friends of Khufu, they had pride and team spirit. They were building eternity not just for a king, but for themselves. Their work was a source of pride, not oppression. The pyramid was a national project, not a monument to cruelty. These were citizens, not slaves. They built with skill, care, and purpose. Their legacy is set in stone. The real builders were respected, fed, and cared for. They were building their own history. How did they move such massive stones without iron tools, wheels, or pulleys? The answer: ramps. Simple, brilliant engineering. A mile-long straight ramp was impractical, so they likely used spiral ramps around the pyramid or even internal ramps. These designs saved material and made construction efficient. Evidence on the pyramid supports these theories. To move the blocks, workers used wooden sleds. A painting shows a man pouring water on sand in front of a sled, an ancient trick. Wet sand reduces friction by half, making it easier to drag heavy stones. With this simple method, fewer people could move massive weights. It's a perfect example of Egyptian ingenuity, practical, effective, and elegant. The Egyptians solved huge problems with simple solutions. That's how they moved mountains. The Great Pyramid isn't just big, it's astonishingly precise. Its base is nearly a perfect square, with sides differing by less than 8 inches. The pyramid is aligned almost perfectly to true north, more accurate than many modern buildings. How? They used ropes, stakes, and the stars, tracking their movement to find true north. The stones are cut and fitted so precisely, you can't slip a piece of paper between them. Even the hardest granite was shaped with copper saws and sand as an abrasive. This precision wasn't just for show, it meant stability and permanence. The pyramid was built to last for eternity, a machine for the afterlife. Every detail reflected the cosmic order the Egyptians saw in the universe. They recreated that order on Earth, stone by stone. The pyramid's perfection was essential to its purpose. It was more than a tomb, it was a symbol of eternal order. The builders' skill and patience are still unmatched. Their work endures as a marvel of engineering. The pyramid is a masterpiece of human precision. Why build such a monument? The pyramid was more than a tomb. It was a resurrection machine. Egyptians believed the pharaoh would become a star, joining the gods in the sky. The pyramid was his launch pad, a stairway to the stars. 2 narrow shafts from the king's chamber point to the heavens, one toward Orion, the other to the immortal circumpolar stars. These were pathways for the pharaoh's soul to join the gods and live forever. The pyramid was a machine of transformation, connecting Earth to the cosmos. The pharaoh's journey to the afterlife was essential for the kingdom's well-being. If the king became an eternal star, he could watch over his people. Building the pyramid was a spiritual act for everyone involved. They weren't just building for a king, they were building for themselves. The pyramid upheld the cosmic order. It was a monument to salvation and eternity. That's why so much was devoted to its creation. The Great Pyramid is the last of the 7 wonders still standing. It has survived for 4,500 years, a message in stone from the dawn of civilization. Its lesson: humanity's greatest achievements are built together, not alone. Tens of thousands worked for a common purpose, creating something to last millennia. They were not slaves, but proud participants in a project that gave their lives meaning. The pyramid is a monument to teamwork, ingenuity, and the power of shared vision. With simple tools and sharp minds, they accomplished the impossible. The Egyptians show us our greatest tool is our own ingenuity. The human mind can move mountains and reach the stars. The pyramid is a celebration of what we can do together. It stands as a challenge. What wonders will we build? What message will we send to the future? The builders showed us what's possible, the rest is up to us.